Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto under 20, cholesterol off the charts, and I'm just fine with all of it. Hey, if getting a new bathrobe is reason enough to do a video, well, then here you go. Thank you, Macy's. I know, I know, it's simple pleasures, and I love this color. This color and salmon make me feel the happiest. So anyway, here I am, and I'm receiving. Today is the day that my dangerously high cholesterol went up on YouTube, and I'm getting incredible help from all of you, and I'm certainly not alone. Like I said to one person, I'm in the same camp, and all my name labels have been sewn on the backs of my clothes, and I am all set for a season of accepting it, dealing with it, and being okay with it. And fortunately, some people that are much brighter than me have told me different tests I could get, different ways I can handle it. And so I think it's down to the only thing that I don't want is my doctor's scorn, because I would really like a functional doctor's attitude with this. And this particular woman said maybe going to OMAD is another big release of the cholesterol, and she has worked in medicine. So anyway, I'm doing fine. Thank you for all your support. I know I'm not alone, and I love this community because, before this happened to me, I didn't have any cares. And I went back to look at my labs from previous years. I hadn't had a cholesterol panel done for 4 years. So that was Weight Watcher time, for goodness sake. So who knows? And I am totally fine with it. And the other markers of cholesterol are all excellent, as I've said before. So how is your keto today? Are you keeping it under 20? Does over 20 help for you? Are you total carbs or net carbs? Now, I say do whatever works for you. But good gracious sake, if you've done well on your keto, do not reward yourself with candy. Please don't. I saw that in a video and it kind of disturbed me a little bit. I can't say anything else about it. She's a dear, sweet person. I appreciate everything else about her. But at the very end of her great week on keto, she flashed the candy and said, I just can't help it. It's my favorite. And it's like, what? If you're doing keto, and I want to say correctly, which is not my way, it is the correct way. First of all, you wouldn't have a treat like that. But second of all, your sugar cravings should diminish. If you're not having grains of any kind, sugars of any kind, and there's like 68 of them and who knows how many other horrific chemical concoctions they're making to disguise it even more. Fruits, yeah, sorry, maybe berries after like 6 months or something, but like, sorry, or maybe berries just seasonally. Greg brought home so many organic berries that I had a half an ounce of each of them on my Fage full-fat yogurt last week. I didn't suffer any consequences. Artificial sweeteners and diet soda. If you're not having those 5 things and you're not keto-fying because you want to get away with something, you're not drinking alcohol, then you're what I would call pretty pure keto. And you should be doing just fine, and the cravings should go away. If you're on Pinterest or any other site, any other keto person that's keto-fying things, and you're watching all of it, just saying. Now, if you're older, you probably can connect with me on that. If you're younger, there's, from what I see, younger people still try to fit in things into their keto rather than eliminate things from their keto and getting rid of the getting rid of the cravings. Now, I'm a food addict, so everything about me is colored with Ms. Slick. Ms. Slick lives very comfortably in my brain. Ms. Slick thinks she has 99% of the weight of the choices I make, but she doesn't. But I do fight her. But then I'm not looking for trouble. I'm not. I've filled my quota. What do I mean by that? I've had enough crap in my life in the standard American diet at my 67 years to know that there's no high that I'm going to get from carbs or sugars that will ever, ever, ever equal a nice, clean, abstinent day of eating keto, 20 total carbs or under. And I know I'm in the minority, and I know a lot of you are in the same camp, in the minority, older people, older metabolisms. You've done the deal. You might have even tried keto-fying some things when you first got here because there's so many tempting places to see it. And it looks okay, and there is permission. And so you do it, but it's like, are you still activating that part of your brain that says sweets and treats are still okay? You know, if you're not used to giving up those sugars and almond flour or coconut flour, then you're still going to think that there's plenty of places out there that you can have your treats, have your cake and eat it too, as long as it's keto-fied, right? But that's not the deal. And it's funny because when people comment and they're new to keto, they plan out. They do so much planning into the future. And you can always plan your future. You just can't project the outcome. So a lot of people, when they first get onto keto, they say at 6 months, it's my birthday and it's my big one and it's a turn of the century and I'm going to have, and they say what they're going to have, and it's just kind of funny. And hopefully by the time they get there, they will be saying, what was I thinking? I've never felt so good. Now, for a lot of people, hi, Frankie. Frankie's down at my feet. For a lot of people, they have to slip up a little bit to get back to keto, to appreciate a nice total carb keto food plan. And I so get that. I see it in AA all the time. People that go out and test the waters. Well, I only had a wine cooler. Yeah, and what happened? Well, I'm back after 3 years. Oh. So I remember one person commenting in January saying, you know, I slipped up in December. I really thought I could handle it. I couldn't. And some of them gain weight. Some of them don't lose weight. Some of them suffer all the gastrointestinal gifts that you get from going back to carbs, going back to sugars, going back to the grains, to the permission to eat whatever. And they feel yucky. And so when they come back, they are more determined, more motivated, more willing to accept restrictions. This isn't a food deprivation program. This is a way of eating for your lifestyle. And you want to have a great life ahead of you. If you're young, you don't know about the chronic diseases. They can creep up on you in such a way that oh, I never expected that. Youth slowly declines into an older metabolism and chronic buildup of things that end up being standard American diet diseases. Now, you know me. I am not scientific in the least. I am motivational. I am behavioral. In my videos, I'm trying to get you to see what it is that you're doing that is causing you to be either resistant or hesitant or just not connecting with how good it can be for you. And those of you that have joined in, not just me, but other people too, other podcasters too, and seen the benefit of giving up. Now, Jason Whitrock used to do a whole thing on net carbs, and he'd tell people, and I'm sure his thousands of subscribers, felt that they could do net and have fun with it. And then he said, nope, I'm only doing total. And this is where I insert my big thing. Any of those bars that have the net carbs are nothing but candy bars with wigs on them. My philosophy is to eat real food. So if you gave your grandmother a Kirkland protein bar, she would go, huh? What's this? Oh, that's your meal replacement, Grandma. No. If you gave her 4 ounces of like Good Culture organic cottage cheese with a half an ounce of blackberries, a half ounce of raspberries, some almonds on it, or pecans or walnuts, or all of the above, and gave her some celery with cream cheese stuffed in it, she'd know what that was. It's identifiable. And it's whole food. And perhaps it has the same amount of calories and total carbs in it, not net. You could get into trouble. And I've seen what people do with those bars, and it's purely sugar addiction at work there. And I just caution people that think that this is an okay thing. It's a meal replacement, but how about a real meal instead? Eating whole foods in the way nature intended them. I mean, yeah, cottage cheese has been processed, but you know what I'm saying. It's identifiable, and even your grandmother would know what it is. So that's what I encourage people to do, is just upgrade their real food choices. And I'm not saying buy only grass-fed and organic. I'm saying instead of having a meal replacement bar or a smoothie filled with protein powder that has God knows what in it, instead, having a couple of hard-boiled eggs, having some olives, making a salad, weighing your lettuces out in grams. It's not carbohydrate grams, it's weight grams. So when you have a bowl and you've been having a salad in it and you don't even know how much is in it, it's just a salad, and you really are curious, how many grams is this? And you put in the grams, and it's on the kitchen scale, so it's measuring the grams. Then you can go, oh, this is what a salad looks like with 100 grams of baby lettuces in it, let's say. It's the same thing when you measure your oil onto your salad. And I only use extra virgin olive oil and macadamia nut oil. It's just what I go with. I love the flavor. It works for me. I'm not a vinegar person, never was, so I don't like condiments or vinegar or commercial salad dressing. So that's just me. And if it's a takeaway that works for you, and your body craves the oils, it wants the oils to shuttle through the vegetables so you can work out the things that are in your bloodstream, like cholesterol. And same thing with the butter on your vegetables, be it broccoli or green beans or cauliflower crumbles or sauteed spinach. When you put the butter on it, it helps you absorb the vitamins and minerals in that veggie. Having them steamed, how many of us just ate steamed veggies with our 4 ounces of dry fish? Those days are gone. Bye-bye to them. You can add butter to both the fish and the green beans and have at it. So those are the sort of things that I work on with clients. I work through here, and just encourage you to go to the whole food, see what it weighs, be honest, have that integrity of whatever app you're using. I use the Chronometer, and I measure my salads in grams, my oils and butter in grams, my cheeses in grams that I put on crumbled feta onto my salads. But then there's other things, like if I have that cheeseburger soup and I put on some pepper jack cheese, I'll measure it out in, what is it usually? 15 grams or 14 grams for cheeses and oils and fats. And it just works for me. I measure out my sweetener in my bulletproof coffees. I measure out my diatomaceous earth that I put in my bulletproof coffees for my, hopefully, osteoporosis. I have my bone density this week. And just like the cholesterol, I will be transparent with what it says after a full year of keto, a full year and a half, because I haven't had one for 2 years. And so that's how I'm rolling. And I hope that you want a part of my journey as well, and that eating whole foods works for you, and you've moved away from things that might have worked before to get to real food. Your body loves real food. So does your psyche. You know, I'm eating real food. I used to think I wanted smoothies, and then it was like, yeah, but I didn't get to eat. Even though a lot of people do it that don't like their veggies, and they put in like a lot of Dr. Berg's supplements and things like that. If that's how you have to roll, fine. But if you do like veggies, just enjoy the real deal. I do. Hey, thanks so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with keto, carbs under 20 total. Today I'm having 13.5. I am having fathead pizza, and that just works for me. And I work the next 3 nights. So, yep, I'm going to have at it. So thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe. Please comment. And if you need one-on-one coaching, Keto Coaching, Sarah.com. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye for now.